Hello, my name is Afonso and I'm 17 years old, and in this video I'm going to talk about my system of how I burn fat and build muscle. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of my story because you are going to understand better my system if I talk about how I learned it and discovered it by my story. So we are going to cover three sections. We are going to cover the nutrition, the training, and also the last part that is very important. I'm not going to tell you now, but let's start with the first thing that is very important. It is the nutrition. When I started, wanted to make a change at my body, when I know it's like 67 years, no, like 80 years ago, I think, and I just arrived home and crying, telling my parents, that my dad and my mom, that I wanted, to not look fat anymore because I was fat, and I was sad because people called me fat and all that stuff. So I decided, to make a change because I really wanted to change my body, the way people looked at me. So with the help of my parents, we all started together in this journey. We started with first reducing the sugar. We start because before we all had like, not, it's not unhealthy, but with some things that didn't allow me to to advance with my body. And I know I had a little bit of bad habits. I'm talking about, I don't know if you have it also, but I decided to stop doing it. For example, when I usually ate a lot of cookies, processed foods, all that stuff, including, for example, eating a lot of bread. Bro, I eat so much bread, you don't even know. Yes, and bread is sugar, so I was a little bit fat. And also I ate I usually ate an yogurt before going to bed, and I, after I discovered that it was very bad doing that, because all the yogurts, even if they are saying that are natural and all that stuff, they have a lot of sugar and all that stuff. But I decided to stop taking it, and I reduced my body weight. But it was not enough for me. I wanted, I wanted to lost even more fat, losing even more fat. So I decided to reduce the carbs. All that stuff I'm talking about: potatoes, rice, um, oats, pasta. I don't know if I said it. Yes, but all that thing of carbs, I ate them a lot, and I decided to stop. Eating it, it's not stop, but to reduce the quantity, because most of people that you see out there, they they eat very carbs. I'm talking about a plate with this amount of carbs. Sometimes you go to a restaurant, or that to the mall, and they give you like a plate with this type of with this amount of meat, and a lot of rice, pasta, all that stuff, and that's not good. That's, you are going to be that's, your weight is going to be very high, very high, if you keep doing that. So I decided to do that. Here at home, my with the help of my parents, we decided to stop eating too much. We even changed the type of pasta, the type of rice and pasta that we normally ate. We Before, we ate like white rice and white pasta, and we changed, and we started eating black rice and black pasta that are very good. They have much more protein. However, they are carbs, but they have more protein than that white pasta and rice. And yes, they have less sugar. So we even changed that, it is very good. You need to do that. You need to do that. It's very good to change that. Yes, and also another change that I made is when I went to my competition, as I said in my previous video, when I discovered that the having a high meal diet, a high protein diet, it is going to you are going to have a six pack even without any stress. Literally, I think it was it was in the last month. I was preparing myself for the exams. I don't know if you have also, but yes, I was very stressed about all that stuff, the exams and that, and I didn't have time to train. So, but you know what? My body, my shape, it stayed the same with a lot of muscle. And why? Because I kept eating a lot of protein. I'm talking about a lot of meat, eggs, tuna, fish, and all that stuff. All these type of ingredients are crucial to have a good diet and stay in shape. You don't need to train like a lot, but for example, in this month I'm talking about, I didn't train at all, because I was very focused. I can do two things at a time. I have like that personality of standard man, you know. But I stayed in shape even not training with these high protein meals. So reduce the carbs, reduce the sugar, and keep eating meat, eggs, fish, high protein things that it is crucial for you. So this is my advice on the nutrition. That is one of the most important things. I think it is the 80%, and now we are talking about the training is the 20%. Of course, you need to train. You can do a lot of things. You can like walk, work out, do cardio, run, and all that stuff. Personally, I have a lot of. I want to. I usually do cardio, but I don't like very much. I prefer to do, like a muscle session. But I have a lot of workouts on my channel. I started, in the a lot. Sorry, I'm not talking very good. I don't know why. Sorry, but some time ago I decided to start uploading workout videos. I liked very much to do them because I was helping people, and it was a way also for me to train and have always workouts to do. So I have a lot of in my channel, and yes, it was due to these workouts that I also transformed my body. I have done these workouts with my family, with my brother and my parents, and yes, I was able to transform my body with that nutrition and training. Another thing is the last thing that I wanted to tell you is that. You don't need to stay in shape all the time. For example, you can see me in the bodybuilding competition with all the six pack, but for example now I don't have like a full six pack. Oh, I can even show you, bro. I don't have now a very good physique. I have here a lot of fat, and actually, for example, now I have adopted another. I discovered like the intermittent fasting. I do this in holidays when I don't need to spend a lot of energy. That I don't take breakfast at all. I don't like. I don't like very much to take breakfast, despite the media and all the the books that you learn in school. They tell you that breakfast is the most important meal, but I don't believe that. I think the most important meal is the lunch, because when I want to make that fast, stop eating at 8 p.m. dinner and eat, like spend 16 hours without eating. I think and just eat at 12 p.m. no, yes, to 12 a.m. Yes, and you know, you spend that 16-hour window without eating, and you know, I think my mind is much more focused, with much more clarity, and I really recommend you to do this. It's actually very good, and the first day might be very difficult, but the next ones you are not going to feel hungry, and plus if you do this, and if you have a high protein meal at lunch and at dinner, plus doing that intermittent fasting, that's what I'm doing now, you are going to have a six-pack even if you eat almost shit meals. No, of course not, but you understand, if even if you eat a cookie there, here and there, you are going to you know, maintain your six-pack. That's what we want. And that's it. You don't need to have a six-pack all the time, but if if you do these things that I have told you right here, then your odds of you know, having a dream physique and attain your body that you want are much higher. So I want also to tell you that I'm not selling you anything. I just want to tell you that I'm now I made one-on-one fitness coaching, that I show you everything. I spend like 16 weeks with you all the time. It's a one-on-one coaching, and I give you all the workouts, all the nutrition meal plan that for the next 16 weeks, and all the stuff, and even if you go on travel, I have all the things for you, all in one application, plus more video calls, and another package that is full of great things that you are going. It's impossible not to have a six-pack or a dream body. So the link is in the description. Go there. You are going to be very surprised about that. Think about it. I'm here to help you. I'm here to share my value, my knowledge. So thank you very much. I hope I could you know, share my story and you know, make a difference in your life. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.